Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dan, the voice behind ThatKaitoDan, and welcome to my reaction for the reveal trailer for the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC. Yep, it's time once again for another year of E3 content, and what a way to kick it off. This dropped from the Kingdom Hearts 3 Orchestra that happened last night. But I had to wait a little bit because I'm feeling a little bit sick and I don't want to be sick through all the E3 stuff, which there will be some reactions for, so be on the lookout for that. So yeah, I had to wait a little bit, get some extra sleep in. I feel much better now and I'm ready to react to whatever is going to be in this. I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3. I know there's some flaws with it, there's quite noticeable ones at that. But I had an absolute blast with the game. It was such a treat to go through, and I'm very excited to see what's going to come up next. What is going to be the new add-ons and possible build-up to the future of the series with this Remind DLC. If I believe correctly, there was some prior mention of new bosses that's going to be involved. I'm very interested to see who we're going to play as, for obvious reasons I won't spoil, and I'm just curious what's going to happen in terms of the story as well. What are they going to add or delve deeper into in this new DLC? And obviously I'm curious when it will drop as well. There may be another trailer for this as well in the Square conference. We'll have to wait and see, but for now this is going to be the kickoff for E3, so let's see what's going to be coming in the DLC. So, count it down with me. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keyblade Graveyard. Who's that? Is that the Master of Masters? And who's this guy then? So, the Code Ward's Young Xehanort. Whoa! What the hell? Silver Eyes! It's useful. Told you. That's gotta be the Master of Masters with the way he's moving. The World Tour. Young Xehanort meeting with the Master of Masters? In an awful way, I realized just how necessary I am. Why has he got silver eyes? Riku! We play as Riku! Oh! This is going on during the... Aqua! Oh! This is going on during the final third! Roxas! Oh! Wait! Axel's in the party! What? We got Axel, new form, new That's the Oath Keeper! Yes! We get the Oath Keeper! Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Luxon! Zigbar, who are you? Yeah, we know. Alright. It doesn't make a difference to me anyway. I'll just keep playing dumb. Are we getting some focus on Luxon now? The question is, who are you? Luxon! Oh, we're getting some Luxon stuff in the DLC! Okay, I am ready! I did not expect... Coming this winter, okay, that is fine by me. Hot damn, I did not expect Luxon to be getting a big focus in the DLC. If anything, I thought we were going to get some stuff maybe on Shion or Demix, further going into all the stuff that they were doing during the events of Kingdom Hearts 3. But okay, that is really interesting. So let's just go through like everything bit by bit. It's a very short one, so it's very easy to keep track of. But the first thing obviously was Young Xehanort meeting with, I definitely believe that is the Master of Masters, just because he's acting in that very animated way that we saw in Kingdom Hearts back cover. So, Young Xehanort meets with the Master of Masters, even though he's been lost for some time, and they were in the Keyblade Graveyard, and Young Xehanort had silver eyes, which, if I can recall correctly, was the state of his eyes during the flashback scene with young Ericus during the chess match. So, I'm curious what that's all about, because the whole yellow eyes thing is like a very big Xehanort staple. But I'm very curious if maybe the Master of Masters is the reason why he has yellow eyes. And then they were talking about like the introduction of the code, which I'm I'm guessing this must have been like the first time they met, and this must be a scene way prior to Xehanort ever coming up with his initial plans, and then obviously he would grow into the old man that we know of him, making all his schemes. So I'm guessing because of the fact that he was introducing the protection of the black coat, and the fact that again Xehanort had silver eyes in this scene, that must be taking place prior to everything else. And then he talks about how did he feel after the world tour, which I'm guessing he sent young Xehanort around to different worlds to see the worlds and the universe. So it feels like the Master of Masters is a big driving point for young Xehanort beginning his quest, beginning his plans for whatever he wanted to do at that time, and then obviously into his plans of wanting to balance the darkness and the light and all that. So it definitely feels like that's a setup scene for everything that transpired. So I'm very interested about that, because it's probably the two big villains of the series, young Xehanort, and we assume the next big villain, or at least a big player on the bad side, the Master of Masters. And then afterwards we saw our playable characters. So we got Riku, Aqua, and my boy Roxas. Oh, sweet. That is going to be so cool. But the interesting thing there is that it was all going on during the Keyblade Graveyard segment. So that's suggesting maybe that we're only going to be playing them in their specific segments. So that's Riku, and I didn't see on the during the but I imagine Sora's in our team going up against, I believe it was young corrupted Riku and who was it was Xigbar, wasn't it? I think it was Xigbar. So Riku, we can play as him there, and then we play as Aqua in her bit, going up against Vanitas and corrupted Dark Terranaut. And then the big one, playing as Roxas. And it looked like Axel was in the team, which is very weird because they set it up in that fight where it was Roxas, Sora, and Xion. Axel willingly stood back. He had his Keyblade damaged in the fight, and he was willing to let the main Keybladers take over for him. So I'm wondering if that's going to change the setup for this scenario. Is Sora going to stay back and let Roxas, Axel, and Xion fight Sayax? That is definitely going to be weird, so I'm very curious to see how those three playable characters are utilized, how far we can actually play as them, and what changes they may bring to that entire final third segment. There was also us getting the Oathkeeper, one of my favorite Keyblades as well, and it's going to get a new form, which is pretty sick. I'm very much looking forward to that. I think then the only other thing was then going on to the scene with Luxord and Xigbar, and it looked like they were at the Olympus Coliseum. So could that be during around the start of the game where there's that scene where Xigbar says, "May your heart be your guiding," and he got cut off? So could they add that scene there, and then we see whatever's going on between him and Luxord? And again, Luxord is gonna be a big explored character in this DLC, which is something I'm very excited to see because I did not expect it. Again, I thought Xion or Demyx, because Xion, we didn't get to see a lot of her until her big reveal in the Keyblade Graveyard segment, and then Demyx disappeared after giving the replica body to Ansem the Wise and Ienzo. So I thought we would get something on those two at least. But Luxord, I'm very excited to see, because it seems like his somebody version is someone of major interest, and I wonder if that's going to play in with Union Cross. Is he going to be involved in the events going on there, which is a whole different kettle of fish that I'm not even going to bother touching at this point. So yeah, definitely a lot of things to be excited for. We didn't see like any super bosses or new extra bosses being shown off, which I think could be shown off in any trailer that's in the Square Enix conference. But for now, for the first actual look at the DLC so far, I'm very excited for it. It's coming in the winter, so there's still plenty of time to show off more stuff, and obviously make the game and the DLC actually playable, which is obviously a big point. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all the new things that's come up with this, and hopefully it's going to be well worth the wait for that as well. But let me know what you guys thought about this DLC trailer in the comments down below. And again, be on the lookout for some of my reactions to the E3 content coming up very soon. At the moment, I'm looking at doing a reaction for Microsoft, Square Enix, and Nintendo. Anything else, we'll see what happens. But yeah, leave your thoughts down below, and while you're at it, please hit the subscribe and bell buttons to make sure you get everything from me as they drop, and follow me on Twitter for more on anything to do with E3, Kingdom Hearts, or anything that you usually see from the channel, and that's about it. So, have a good day or good night, and peace out.